to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's being urged to shoot. And it's Van Basten! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Robertson scooting forward. Zanetti, ball in towards the middle.
Well played and well cleared.
Stan. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Not the most accurate pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard. Costa Curta. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Koundé spots it and intercepts. And it's Robertson. Yaya Touré. And they can counter here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Costa Curta. Couldn't squeeze it through. De Bruyne. Messi. Messi. Zanetti. De Bruyne. No, he's not getting past him there. Guardiola. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. De Bruyne. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Zanetti. The ball goes in. It is a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi can get it clear. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
India clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Zanetti. Adams with the clearance. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Osimhen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. Oh, looks like he... Can he find the finish? And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He's picked his way through, delivers with whip, and that has been cleared. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Zanetti looking for the far post. Courtois claims it, safe hands. And it's Robertson. Cleared without hesitation.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Defending was strong and firm. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super find. Thinks about the shot. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And now,
Paris Saint-Germain up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Their birthdays today.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Paris Saint-Germain currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Zanetti. Nice looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Chance here to counter. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. Rijkaard. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's a good run he's making there. It's a good-looking delivery. Chance, surely! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. And it's Zanetti. It's a good spell of possession, this. Osimhen!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Hazard. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Zanetti. Some good work on the right flank here. That is a great pick out. No, that's been intercepted. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta in acres of space out wide.
Substitution on the field.
Have opted to make another change here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
That's really well cleared. And the pass is intercepted. Probing pass. Dink through. Sylvestre is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It'll be a throw-in. That's a decent clearance. Girassi.
India really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, that's well spotted. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Great, and Messi!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Looking for options. He's having a shot! It's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 50.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 24.
India restore parity.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want.
Towering header! That's another chance!
Dembele. Number
Valverde
16.
with the clearance.
Fermin. Number 20. Yamal.
That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Zanetti. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team.
Shoots! Bellingham getting this one clear. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Driving forward. Yamal receives it in a good position here. An uncompromising challenge. And he's managed to get rid.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
2 added minutes has been
Yaya
indicated.
Toure. Vermaelen cuts out the pass. And he cuts out the supply. 2 minutes to be added on. Girassi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Sylvestre. Girassi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
Security staff for each block.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This
Against
certainly
Paris
matters.
Saint-Germain.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto. Well,
Rafael Leao! That's a fair try, but just off target. Oh, that's clever. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Zanetti is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rafael Leao. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. And the finish! Goal! Serbia! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Guardiola. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, important interception. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And here's Rafael Leao. Neymar. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Vermaelen defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tries to play it through. Shot, surely! And no mistake. He has gobbled up his 20th goal. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been adding. It's Neymar! Goal! Serbia! And they've got their lead back. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Serbia with the lead. That'll be a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And he opts to go forward. Vermaelen kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And here's Soboslai. And that should get the job done. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Spread it left. Oh, that's a fine interception. Guardiola. That has been slung wide. Great vision. He has a look up. Girassi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Count. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Tries to pass it through. Oh no, what has happened here? Totti! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Guardiola. Not the most accurate pass. Count. Now it's Totti. Half-time getting close now. Guardiola. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Neymar. It's a searching pass. Impressive jump! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Guardiola. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Deftly away. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Jude looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Zanetti. Szoboszlai makes the interception. So a temporary halt to the action. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now, can they get him away? Zanetti. Now it's Osimhen. He's on it, can he get away? This is a promising build-up. Count is in a shoots! Guardiola. Zanetti. And Robertson. Robertson making a dash for it. It's come to nothing. Donnarumma gets it away. And it's Zanetti. And here's Osimhen. Now it's Girassi. Gets a good foot in there. Paris Saint-Germain really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Stam is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Zanetti crosses. And that's the keeper's ball.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Swings it across. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Robertson. He's picked his way through. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Zanetti. It's a good run down the right. That's a good ball out wide. Count. Totti. Looking to play him in. Szoboszlai. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 3 coming up.
Substitutions taking place.
Rafael Leao! But he's left disappointed. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Totti, Camavinga, and the pass is intercepted. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looking for options for movement. Count going face to face with his great rival. Gets his head on it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Serbia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That is a brilliant interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Paris Saint-Germain very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
He's found a way through. Robertson crosses it in, and a header! Cucurella gets it clear. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Deftly away.
Substitution.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a good finish. They have stolen level at the last. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
2 added minutes has been
He's done well to get that clear. And that is well cleared. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Batistuta. And that's a simple one for the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. So it is something for both, but